Let's take the fight to the SDF.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Scars train for war. They fight to win. We're in the lead. We've lost the lead. We're in the lead. Friendly drone support is active. On standby. Friendly drone support is active. A drone package is at your disposal. Enemy UAV! Friendly drone support is active. You're halfway there. Keep it up. Friendly drone support is active. Enemy Vulture on the field. Friendly drone support is active.
Request received. Drone package is on the way.
Scarab ready for use. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly counter UAV online.
Copy. Scarab inbound.
Allied drone Your teammate called in Scorchers. The enemy launched a counter UAV. We're winning this fight. The enemy has a drone package. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly drone support is active. The enemy launched a counter UAV. Friendly drone support is active. Mission accomplished. A good day's work.
You didn't meet all the objectives. Eyes and ears on me. We're fighting for the UNSA, Wolverines. Watch their backs down there.
Hardcore team deathmatch. All right, Scar, get in there. UAV in your vicinity. The enemy launched a counter UAV. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy is halfway there. Take them down. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy bombardment incoming! Enemy warden incoming! Take cover! Friendly counter UAV online. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy scorchers! Take cover! Friendly UAV. Enemy scorchers, take cover! The enemy has a drone package. Enemy scarab active. We're failing, squad. Objective failed. Regroup.
That's a failed mission. New order.
Come on in, soldier. It's your show. What'll you have? That's some fine hardware. Oh yeah, nice.
Best in Europe, the closest hard point we've seen throughout the entire weekend, and there they just stopped whatever traction Splyce had coming from that loser's bracket. I will tell you the two players right there, Momo, that stood out and made that comeback possible. It's Rated and Zero, the two heroes throughout the weekend. Zero finishes 38-30, and Rated was -9 at one point, ends +4, gets fully streaked out, and look at those defense.
Well, from zero to hero, he clutches up map number 1. They only need one best of 5. They come from the winner bracket. They've done it before. Are they going to do it again?
It looks like it's absolutely possible. That's just map 1 of a potential 2 best-of-5 series, folks. Get yourself some Nando's. Go out, grab a pint with your mates, right? That's what they do? Okay, good.
I'll give you that one.
And get prepared for what should be a fantastic final. If that sets the tone for the rest, this is going to be something pretty.
Whew. I mean, you know, going into that one, Splyce had it. It was all Splyce for maybe the first 60-70% of that game.
Yep.
Orbit, I almost can't put my finger on it. I almost think it was when we went for the listening. We went to that, Rated just went off.
Oh, he earned the full streaks. While, yes, that did help, at a certain point, you just saw perfect play from Orbit in the final 2 hills. And now I'm looking at the 2 different booths on the screens. You could see Zero quite happy with the performance he had right there. On the other side, Jerd, he doesn't look like a happy camper.
That's a tough loss.
Yeah,
that is a real tough loss.
That is, and that can absolutely send a team reeling. But these two squads, they've been in situations like this before. They're in the grand finals for a reason. That man right there, Josh, we've complimented his communication all weekend. Well, now he needs to help his team regain in the biggest of ways.
Splyce have come off a loser bracket run, 12 maps to 1. You know, these have just been winning and winning. That's all they know right now. But the team that put them there,
has their number.
They're wanting to put the nail in the coffin right now. They are out for blood. You saw the pre-game interview there. Ex-teammates going head-to-head. This is a battle of the beast right now.
The CWL London Invitational Grand Final presented by the PS4. Orbit versus Splyce, your number 1 and number 2 seeds coming into this weekend, with Orbit striking first. Now 2 maps away from being crowned champions and earning 5,000 pro points per player and the largest amount of that $25,000 prize purse. Retaliation, Search and Destroy will be map 2. Momo, I've got to hear your predictions, because here's the worry. In the pregame interview, Bance said he expects his team in this first series to win it 3-1. Lottie then asked, what's the game mode they expect to lose? Search and Destroy. And now we're in that exact scenario. If they do follow through with what they predict, they'll be down 0-2 going into an uplink.
Okay, believe this or not, Jack, I've actually been there on a big comeback, you know? Once, I mean, maybe only once. However, when you get that momentum, that hype, that energy, the 2 teams going into this game now is so crazy difference in mentality. I've got to give this to Orbit.
Really?
I give this map to Orbit purely, not on their S&D through the tournament, not on Splyce's, poor performance sometimes in S&D, but purely on the energy of that map 1.
Bold strategy. We'll have to see if it pays off, as Bance will push right towards this top scaffolding area. And he's going to immediately get towards the bomb, but Zero striking first blood. A pacing issue right there as Jerd is flying way ahead of his teammates.
Yeah, and again, Zero, super confident. What he's just done, unthinkable, and he's just backed off. He's taken down another. Let's jump on board with Josh and see if he can duo up with Mad Cat, a long-lasting teammate for nearly 5 years, I believe. No, not going to happen.
It's a flawless round from Orbit, led by Zero. Zero, you see the smile on his face. He knew exactly what he was doing. He gets that first blood, stays in an area where only his head can be seen behind the cover, and then even when he's escaping, he got out of there alive. He did not die. He waited so long for his teammates to go for the pinch that those 2 players had no opportunity to sneak out that backside towards Cathedral and kind of reset the map positioning. Perfect play, 4 up, 4 dead for Splyce in that round, and now Orbit will go up 1-0 in rounds.
Well, we've got to jump on board with him. He's been doing some stellar stuff so far. He's going to be watching that window. I can see no one's going there, so let's hop on board with Rated a little bit further pushed up.
I don't see how this setup currently favors Orbit. They've got no high ground. They're all stuck on this bottom road, and Splyce know this. They're just tossing in grenades. They've got patio control. You need to see a hero play. The play might be to try to push out this player in the back, and yeah, this is. I do not like this setup at all from Orbit.
No, I completely agree. The almost the use of Zero in round 1, they've literally fell for the same plan. They literally have. They're pushed up, they've given it away. Urban is now left in a 1v4. He's already picked up 2 this game, but he's got a big task ahead of him.
Yeah. Well, right there.
And that bomb's down.
If you're going to push down that area, you need to send like 3 to patio and demand control of it. Simple as that. Right there, they're getting watched from the top arched area. You have 2 players on patio and 1 about to flank you from the back bar side. It was just a ticking time bomb waiting to go off, and you could tell Splyce knew that. Now Urban with so little time left, I think he's now been spotted, and you should see these Splyce arrows just remain in position because they know exactly where the objective is down at. This is going to be a 1-to-1 game.
Yeah, and I think Urban knows that he doesn't want to kind of feed the beast anymore, and he's just going to sit here and wait for the timer to run out. Last-minute challenge, not going to happen, though. And the reasoning behind that, he didn't want to just give them a free kill, boost their payload that they're working towards, their score streak.
And you say they don't want to give them a free kill because in the last game, in Black Ops 3, those payloads, those specialists in that game would earn slowly over time. So when you were in these 1v3, 1v4 scenarios, you'd see a lot more players jumping off the map because you didn't want to give the entire enemy team, maybe 15% of their bar by waiting a full minute. In this game, that's not the case. So you can wait, try to play exit kills, try to catch a player, earn yourself that extra score towards your payload. Doesn't happen there, but smart play from both teams as Josh strikes first blood in round 3.
Mad Cat's taken damage in the garage, and actually Josh has just got himself a double. Can he find more? He's going to go back in, and there's 1 player just below him. However, with a 4v2, Rated and Zero now have the task to defuse the bomb.
Rated's going to fall back towards his teammate, which I do believe is the right decision here. The issue, though, is 30 seconds remain for this defuse to come in, and they've got an eye on Reedy. You should see this player begin to fly out from patio right now. There it is. They're going to challenge. Nice job by Josh. He's going for the ace.
Yeah, that was a clean.
All right, that was a little bit of a that was an extreme.
That was a little bit too much, but with 17 seconds in a 1v2 now, Mad Cat and Jerd can use the pincer maneuver, come from behind, and again, a nice clean round there. It seemed like, you know, the middle corridor trade, it seemed clinical, and Splyce take the lead.
Beautiful stuff for Mad Cat. Doesn't get much easier than that. It's why having yourself the advantage in numbers is so key in Search and Destroy. From what you've seen so far in this S&D, what do you want to see Orbit change up to come back into this game?
The one thing for Orbit is, I want something different. They seem to have kind of plan A, and if it goes wrong, they just try it again. And you know what? They're doing it right now. They're changing their bomb site. They're doing something different. And look at the minimap. They're completely throwing Splyce off guard.
Oh,
just what I wanted to see.
They definitely are. And this player that's actually across the map could have a great opportunity for either a flank or catching a player off guard. It looks like it will be a flank opportunity here. Bomb immediately planted, and now it's going to be up to Splyce and crew to retake the site. Look at this cheeky, mate. Cheeky.
Urban catches him out, and he will pay for it as he does get traded out.
Look at the minimap. I'm telling you, this is a ticking time. Right now, Joe has been playing this entire round for this one moment right here. One player down on the objective. He's going to spot him. Doesn't actually get the kill.
Oh my!
Still coming in. There's the cleanup, though. So no defuse will happen. 1 versus 1. Zero versus Bance. The challenge coming in. Bance has been seen. Zero just holds the angle. Beautiful stuff from Orbit. 2-2. Got a little scary there if you're an Orbit fan.
For a second, I thought the defuse was coming in. And let's not forget, Orbit have done that before. Twice before to Splyce. They've got on the bomb, diffused it.
The one was throwback last time, right?
Yeah.
I guess indeed.
And now it looked like, you know, Splyce are trying to give them a taste of their own medicine. But we tie things up 2-2, Jack.
We most certainly do. And you said you wanted to see Orbit change things up, go to a different site. Guess what? They do it. It works.
Thanks, Orbit. I appreciate that.
Making Momo.
Soldier, looks like you're a little short. I'm gonna need to see some keys.
Approaching LZ. Check your equipment to support the SDF.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Welcome to the battle, Set Def Soldier. You are now in the lead. The lead. Enemy UAV. You are now in the lead. You are now in the lead. Enemy UAV. Enemy Scarab active. You no longer have the lead. You are now in the lead. You are halfway there. You no longer have the lead. Enemy UAV. The enemy has a drone package. You no longer have the lead. Enemy Vulture on the field. You are now in the lead. You are now in the lead. You no longer have the lead. You are now in the lead. Your tactics are inadequate for success. Enemy Objective failed. Return to base.
Qualify for promotion and new asset. Heads up. We've got a new... SDF hostiles inbound. Let's hit the ground running.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Good day for a bag, Scar Team. I believe that just put us in the lead. Our adversaries have regained the upper hand. Enemy. I believe that is in the lead. UAV on standby.
Threats detected near your position. Locations marked.
Friendly drone support is active. You are halfway there. Continue. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly Scarab active. Ally Vulture on the field. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy Vulture on the field.
identified an enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Use caution. Enemy shock sentry gun in play. At our current pace, we will prevail. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Our adversaries have regained the upper hand. The enemy is using a Trinity rocket. UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Objective failed. Shall I contact a medic? You kicked ass. You took nades.
I'm not some vending machine, you know? The price is the price.
Approaching AO. Wolverines, prepare to support UNSA forces. Hardcore team deathmatch. Small strategic dossier. Friendly drone support is active. I have identified an enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy warden incoming. Take cover. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Friendly presence is active. Friendly drone package incoming. Enemy vulture on the field. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Friendly drone support is active. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Your teammate called in Scorpions. You may want to intervene. I have identified an enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. I have identified an enemy UAV in your friendly drone package incoming. Enemy scorches are imminent. The enemy has a drone package. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Friendly bombardment incoming. Enemy warden incoming. Use caution. Enemy shock sentry gun failed. This is not a suitable strategy for success. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Friendly drone support is active. Drone package incoming. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Well, that didn't work.
Let's learn where it broke down, then fix it. Eyes and ears on me.
Arena. Some of your fellow European pro players are here watching. Thanks for hanging out, guys, supporting your favorite game and the game that everybody loves to be a part of. It's Call of Duty, and it's Game 4, Hardpoint on Breakout. We're watching Bance off the break, and stop showing the map flying through, Michael. Get us to the game.
We're in the game, and Urban's kicking it off straight away with a double. And Bance, he might have gone strong. He's doing this exactly again, too. Make it 3. It seems like he's just in a public right now, but shut down.
He's in a what?
A public game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you said for a second. Accent threw me off right there. Jerd staying alive, top central roof. For the most part, I've actually liked the change that's happened to this hardpoint from being in that lower room to now being on top of the roof. I think it's actually added a nice little dynamic to this first hill.
I enjoy it. I much prefer it. It's a good change. That is my opinion.
It's almost like some of the players overreacted when it first came out.
I think it was. I think it's a minor change. I don't think it will affect it too much. However, Orbit start off strong here.
Orbit do start off strong here as the crowd cheers as the gameplay went away for a second on the big screen. Remember, we're in a movie theater, so this is the largest screen I've seen in a venue to broadcast some Call of Duty on outside of Champs this past year. Orbit currently tripling the score of Splice as they have won the rotation battle for the moment over towards the Cell's hardpoint, but look at the yellow arrows on the minimap. They send 3 towards the spawn, and it looks like it's going to work out perfectly as they look to break this hill.
Yeah, 3 kills back-to-back here. Joe's the only one to answer, but he escapes with his life this time. There's about 6 people crammed into these cell blocks. It's going off, and you're going to see a lot of trades coming in. Madcat, Urban, Rated, all tallying up. This is manic.
Josh is just spinning in circles. He actually winds up dying to his own teammate, so you can see how hectic that gameplay was for a second. I think Splice are going to forfeit the rest of this time, so they will be down by about 60 seconds in this game, maybe a little bit less, and they're going to set up for this Graveyard Hill, which, what is your ideal setup for this? Because you can absolutely be playing from middle. Do you want 2 players in Hardpoint, 1 player? What do you want to see?
I mean, for me, I think Splice have pretty much nailed it until, of course, Madcat got taken out there. You've got to have someone in the cave. You've got to have someone close to, of course, that yellow crane. It's got to be tight, and unfortunately, it looks like for Orbit, Their break has not paid off, and now, even better, Jerd pushes up.
Let's pull up this minimap for a second to see exactly what Splyce are watching. You can see one player inside the hard point, one playing towards this close science room, and then you have Cave, who's holding the spawns for Splyce. So they're going to keep flooding on in towards this hard point. Love having the ability to go a little bit more in depth. Thank you for that, Momo. As we will see from Bance's perspective, the guy's double positive again. He's just not being stopped.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. You know, up close to that crane, you get obviously the power positions, outsmart him, outplay him. And the best thing about Grave as well is if you can have a strong hold, you can back off at maybe 15 seconds. You can go for the rotation. However, it's not been done by Splyce. Orbit will hit second.
And look, Orbit will now give up the rest of the scrap time, and if you take a look at your scoreboard, the full 60 is held by Splyce. The early rotation has paid off. That is one of the benefits of the new way that Infinite Warfare Hardpoint plays. It's much more reminiscent of when everyone fell in love with this game mode back in Black Ops 2. Engagements have gone down, and every gun battle is more important than ever before.
Now, Orbit rotated, yet they lost that hardpoint straight away. Within the first 5 to 10 seconds there, Orbit... they just got pushed out of it. They got bullied out of this one, Jack.
They definitely did, and Splyce have now held 2 hills perfectly. You see there from Dave, member of Epsilon, he says, show me on stream and I'll buy some Gfinity apparel. Hashtag CWL London. Well, you better go out there and now buy yourself some. I'm an XL. You know where I am. If you want to buy me one too, thank you.
Okay, well, Jack's getting hooked up once again. He's already packed himself
I've gotten three new pieces of clothing just from asking on stream this weekend. It's brilliant.
I might try it myself sometime, but more importantly, right now, Splyce, they're looking hot once again on Hardpoint. You know, it's a game mode which benefits the Slayers, and right now, Bance is topping that Slayer score, 12-8.
12-8, Mad Cat now on a 7 streak, all cylinders firing right now for Splyce. And look, he's got every single score streak he could ever want. If you're Orbit, you need to stop the bleeding now. Do not let this lead get too large. Remember, though, in that first hard point, there was a large lead for a team, and it came down to 7 seconds. Jerd somehow making plays happen with the MV4 at the super close range.
Yeah, the slip and slide there finds the double. And you know what?
The slip and slide finds the double. I like it. I never thought I'd hear that, but it's a good little way to put it.
I mean, it somehow works right there. But Splyce, they're only one map away from taking this to a second best of 5. Yep. Just remember that. Then the pressure would really start for Orbit.
That'll put it in a scenario where these two teams will face each other across, what, 10 to 12 maps potentially this weekend between the now 3 series they would have played. That's quite rare for an event. As now Splyce are up to their largest lead of the game. They have players in position for the spawns at cells. I'm not entirely sure. No, they're not actually getting those spawns because of Raiden, who's pushed up that dirt street, blocking that area for his team.
Yeah, Joe's going to be just lingering around. He almost is a bit hesitant to jump in the hard point, but the call comes from the team, and he's going to be the first to fall. It didn't work out well for him, but Zero does have a good rotation. They do have the spawns. This could work well for Orbit.
This is the hole right now in the setup. Is this lower street area? Zero will just stay alive for a second as he's hiding behind green. As it does look like Splyce, their lead slowly dropping down. Don't count Orbit out yet, especially when Zero's firing like that.
All rateds in the hard point, but there's no one even challenging. Let's go to Urban, who will be challenged outside near the truck. In fact, he's going to dip inside as well. Not going to work.
This is a break.
Jerd and Josh. Oh, Banzad's. It's only Mad Cat missing. Jerd's going to clean up a nice double, and Splyce will get the remaining 15 seconds.
All right, Orbit. Now you've got to rush over towards the graveyard because Splyce already have people on the way, and they have streaks beginning to get called in. Thankfully, that is on the side of Orbit, so that will stop the pressure from coming in for Splyce. Really like the use of that. At the moment, 45 seconds between these two teams. Absolutely still possible for Orbit to come back into this game.
And what I do like about Urban right now, he's not only just gone onto the hard point, he's pushed up, he's snuck himself in a nice corner. He's going to find one, maybe the double.
Yeah, he's going to challenge this MV4. Once he hears Jerd firing at that one, you might as well slide back out and get confident in yourself. Another player coming on in rewind. Wow! Hey, buddy, I'm right in front of you. He's going for more. Finally, someone stops this man. A Zero on the flank. Does wind up cleaning up one, stops the pressure coming in from Mad Cat. 20 seconds separating these teams. Yet again, this game getting closer.
Well, Splyce are going to use those score streaks right now, and Zero just backing off a little bit.
He's hovering it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be caught off guard here. And now, he's just slaying, you know, 4-kill streak. Why not make it 5? 2 are jumping up. And you're going to see 13 seconds left. If they gain all of this, they can tie it up. But you've got to think about that next rotation.
Give this up.
Joe's one step ahead of us all. He's already there.
Give this up. Orbit now have the spawns. They have the players in the hill. The first gunfights will be by Urban, and he's going to be watching over middle map. Scorchers now come in, again, forcing players out of position. I think that's the last major streak for now, though, as Urban is in such a beautiful spot to make something happen. Challenge the first, wins the gunfight. Bance, though, there to help support his teammate, as it does look like Splice are currently winning the trades on this map, but then Raiden answers back with 2 of his own. Has Zero been spotted? I do believe so. Here's the worry. Splice now forcing the spawns out for Orbit. This could spell disaster.
Yeah, it really could, but the spy
hitting the
points
wall
in
run.
this.
Oh my god.
This is not what you want right now. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. There goes one. We see it change. I think Josh, just lost the player, but Mad Cat cleans up the duo that's been together so long.
That all happens because Zero challenges the back spawn, and there's not enough of a focus on it by the guys of Orbit. He's just laying down back there. Splice saw him. They sent one player to kill him, forced everybody else out from Orbit. Thankfully, this scrap time should be pretty close. Even if Splice kill him off here, these two teams back within 12. We have ourselves a game.
Well, 2 rotations down. We're going back to the rooftops here. We saw what the likes of Jerd could do last time. I want to see more from Jerd. You know, he's got his payload now, the rewind. Hopefully he'll be able to utilize this, but he's on the hardpoint round. He's nearly tallied up 60 seconds for his squad. However, he's extending the lead.
This is a perfect setup for Splice. They've got the outer graveyard area watched. They've got a player in the hardpoint. Loading is now covered. A trophy system in the hill. You've obviously got rewind ready to be used. Orbit need to go for a break, and they need to do it quick as this lead is slowly building back up on the side of Orbit.
I love that from Jerd. He pops out, gets the kill, and straight away on the rewind, he knows he's going straight back into that corner, in cover.
How has no one seen Josh doing that play?
Josh, he just snuck through like a ninja, somehow still alive. How? He's got to find another, and he does, straight up top. Finally falls, and this is back and forth, but I will say Splice have already broke 200. 30-point lead right now, going into the cell blocks. And yes, we do see Splice with the rotation.
Exactly. More importantly, yes, they have broken 200, but these spawns, this new hill control will come in for Splice. Orbit maybe have 2.
target. Weapons hot.
Mars internal. We're in the lead. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly counter UAV online. Allied Trinity rocket arriving on site. UAV on standby. Friendly drone support is active. Okay, we're retasking a UAV. Friendly drone support is active. You're halfway there. Push it, Fletcher. UAV on standby. Friendly Warden providing close air support.
I am out. Reloading.
Package entering airspace. Victory. Report to command for debrief.
You could have given more. Grow from this. You've earned enough keys for a supply drop. Listen up. We have new... SDF's got us on payroll. Show them a good time.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Mars Eternal. You are now in the lead. No longer have the lead. You are now in the lead. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly drone support is active. Friendly Scarab active. Enemy UAV. The enemy has a drone package.
Changing mag!
Enemy Scorchers. Take cover. Enemy UAV. Strategy. Continue advancing. Limited mission time remaining. The enemy launched a counter UAV. Mission success. Running diagnostics.
You've earned this, soldier. Congratulations. Prepare for insertion, Wolverines. SDF operation starts in 5.
All right, SetDef, let's win this. Enemy UAV. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy is there. Take them down. Friendly drone support is active. Allied drone package entering airspace. Enemy UAV. Ally Vulture in the field. Friendly drone support is active. Anti-drone package entering airspace. Enemy Trinity rocket in use. Ally Vulture on the field. We're failing, squad. We're in the lead. Mission accomplished. I knew you had it in you.
Wolverines commencing UNSA operation. Boots on the ground in 5.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Scars never quit. We're in the lead. We've lost the lead. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Soldier down! Moving! Enemy Scarab active. Package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy bombardment incoming. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy shot sentry in play. The enemy is halfway there. Take them down. Enemy warden incoming. Take cover.
report back after some R&R. Location confirmed. We're fighting for the UNSA, Wolverines. Watch their backs down there.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Scars train for war. They fight to win. The enemy has a drone package. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. Enemy warden incoming. Take cover. UAV.
Time's almost up. We have the bomb. They've won, but we'll take them in the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Defend the objective. Enemy bomb planted at A. Time's almost up. The bomb has been defused. We're winning. Let's do it again in the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Destroy the objective. We have the bomb. We're losing this fight. Let's re-gear for the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Defend the objective. We're losing this fight. Let's re-gear for the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Destroy the objective. We have the bomb. Enemy UAV. Time's almost up. We have the bomb. The bomb has been planted. Good work, team. Keep it up in the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Defend the objective. Allied drone package entering airspace. Friendly drone support is active. Ally Vulture on the field. Friendly counter UAV online. We're winning. Let's do it again in the next round. Hardcore search and destroy. Destroy the objective. We have the bomb. Defeated. This can't happen again.
Mission complete. Nice work.